And welcome to the stream. My name is CaptDaf, and my name is CaptDaf. Me. And today we'll be playing Dafinity Original Sin. It's the best I could do. It is Saturday morning here. But it's out. It's out. The Critical Role for Hamilton album is out. It has been fully released on the YouTubes. It is a masterpiece of Hamilton rewrites to fit the Critical Role chromatic conclave storyline. And oh wow, such goodness. Just such utter brilliance. I am so happy that I got to play a very, very, very small part in this work. It is such a cool thing to have been a part of over the last couple of months. It was 8 months ago. Yeah, June. June is when I started, and I finished like my stuff ages ago, like September, October, or something like that. And I've just been sitting here waiting. I haven't left my chair. I've just been sitting here waiting for it the whole time. And it got released today, which is the Friday the 23rd in North America. But here it was still the 23rd here. I'll give them this much. It was still the 23rd when it was released here at like 11 o'clock at night. So thank you for that. The release date was technically accurate for Australia, at least. New Zealand missed out just a little bit. Fine. Saying that, I have already tweeted it on the Twitters. I might put a link to it in the show notes. I have show notes, guys. If you watch the show, there's a description about the thing, and probably could have linked to Blades in the Dark in previous episodes. Yeah, that's a thing that I could be doing. Another thing I could be doing is getting on with it. I need to close that, and no, not that. No, none of those things. Cool. All right, let's launch Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. Good morning, Mr. Badmec. Welcome aboard. And I need to think. Yeah. I noticed that underneath my camera, where it says CaptDaf, and then the name of the game just underneath that, it was slightly off-centered. So I spent a couple of minutes fixing that up for everyone's enjoyment this morning. Like, what? These look the same, but they're a different width, and I'm not sure why. But it turned out that even if you set the font to be a certain thing, if you drag something to make it bigger instead of using the control parameters to make it bigger, then it sort of goes out of. It doesn't go out of whack as such, as it means if you can have two boxes that are the same width, but if one of them has been resized, then it keeps the new width and height ratio and doesn't adjust the actual width and height of the new box. It's just larger proportionally. So the font is bigger and the width is bigger and the height is bigger, but it doesn't adjust the settings of the box itself. So it's like, well, I could delete it and add a new one and go through all of that, or I could just drag the other one to fit in the same space, and I did that and it seems to have checked out, so yay. We are going to continue from our previous game because it would be silly not to, quite frankly. I mean, yeah, it would be a bit silly to not do that. Here we are, we're in town. We've made it to Cyseal. We both of our source hunters have a skill up. Is it skills? An ability. Both of our source hunters have an ability up that they can take, but haven't decided on things yet. Where are we? We are.
Know much about zombies, do ya? How about walking bones?
No, I don't think we do. Apparently, we don't know anything about them.
I'll be disfigured for life.
Come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius. She bit me in the face.
He bit you in the
Look
face?
on the bright
What?
side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Oh no, Talia, what's going on with you?
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
So, what's going on
She
here
may
then?
have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal.
A wild animal, you say?
We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls.
So she was hungry?
I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Oh dear.
Bit Talia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Rude.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
And so what became of this admittedly strange stranger?
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we?
I don't know, can't you? Oh, look, we can get a new follower. I think this is a great idea. I like making new friends. Perhaps it'd be worth taking the stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs.
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs.
Now, which conversation options do I want to have? What will this choice do to my characters and their conversation traits? We're just going to agree and then see what happens.
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
I wonder if she has a better bow than I do. Okay, so did we... Know much about zombies. Take my leave, she bit me in the face. That's the source hunter you're talking to. Curious situation. She bit me in the face off. What will become of this stranger? Perhaps it'd be worth taking the stranger under our wing. A fearless hunter might prove useful to our investigation. It looks like there was no... Cancel. It looks like there was no change to our traits. Level 1, level 1. I still want to be more righteous and less renegade. Yep, none of that's changed. Alright, good to know. Let's speak to Vedator. He's level 3.
I have heard tales both grand and
She's more
terrible
experienced
of the
than
world
we
heroes.
are.
I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our kind.
So she's not human. Okay, good to know.
In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
Sorry, was that among or amongst?
Get the shining recruit.
Sorry, sir.
Now, this is likely to affect our traits. Very likely. We're an unpredictable species as likely to kill as to heal. It's best to be wary of those you meet. Or it's a source of great beauty. I feel that this is more Joskar's view. And this is more Magnum's view. We may be unpredictable, but it serves one better to hope for the best than assume the worst.
It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now I have you standing beside me. Even if one burns hot while the other wheezes cold.
Ooh.
Perhaps in time I will come to know my own kind as you have. And perhaps then I will decide for myself whether ours is a noble kind.
Again.
Looks like no other trait changes. Okay, fine. But we've picked up a companion. This is excellent news. Let's have a look at her gear. She's level 3. She doesn't have any weapons. Well, this is going to suck. She gains her own traits and talents. Oh, she has arrow recovery and bully and stench. Nice. Okay, good to know. She has her own armor and lower armor and boots. She doesn't have any hats or anything. Do I have any hats or something I can give her? I don't have a spare bow that I can give her. I have a sword, but I don't think she wants a sword. Okay, bows. Tenebrium? What the hell is Tenebrium? Do we have that? We don't. It's a unique skill that she has that we don't have access to. Interesting. Very interesting. What else does she have? Expert marksman. Okay. Cool. Craftsman. Oh, she's a lore master. Ooh. Oh, handy. Okay. Good to know. Alright. Let's see. Oh, look. Here's her bow.
Sorry, sir.
I'm glad I looked around.
Sir, no, sir.
She has one poison arrow, one stunning arrow, and one fire arrow. And a backpack.
Sorry, sir.
An empty backpack. The backpack itself is worth 144. That's nice. Okay. F5.
These stores are for our Legion troops. Riverland's finest work up mighty fine appetite serving the Seven.
Oh, I
Good luck
see.
with these Cysealian Source Hunter. They'll run you ragged if you let them.
There's somebody chasing a chicken inside. A chicken has the right to live.
A chicken has the right to live too.
Yes, let's pardon him. Just look at the...
What did we get? Did we both become more compassionate? Yay! Run away! Excellent. I love it. Because we can talk to chickens. Where's compassionate? Oh, compassionate instead of heartless? Yes! Excellent. That is exactly what I wanted. So Joskar is no longer heartless. She's not backstabbing anyone. That's fine. On her way to getting better critical chance. Magnum is rank 2 in critical chance. It doesn't increase. It doesn't give you more critical chance. You can go up to 5. I think it is. It caps out at 5. But if you've got 5 compassionate, then if you're heartless a little bit, it just drops you down to 4. So you're much more likely to retain it. As far as I know, that's the only thing. So it's either on or off. It's not per. It's not, oh wow, I could get, you know, if I'm renegade trait score 5, I get 5 pickpocketing. That's not the way it works. Trait score 2 increased by 3. Trait score 1. If you have it, it's increased by 3, not per. So it's 1 each, cancels each other out. You don't have either of them. I don't want to steal a bunch of things in here, so let's exit. The cook's house. There's lots of chickens. Empty. Ooh. A rat's tail, I suppose. Ooh. A silver arrow. God damn. We got some arrow shafts. Oh, some arrow shafts. That's fantastic, actually. Could use some of those. Oh, we're back at the market. Okay, this is the town hall. Do we need to be in here for some reason?
Oh, golly gosh! One who flaunts the highways and byways of silly old Cyseal with the easy elegance of a puss with her tail in the air. I do declare such a sight is rather rare around here. But where are my manners? I am Maxine, and you must
being
be
able
one
to
of
talk
those
to
hunters
animals?
One hears so much about.
So good.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Please tell me more about yourself.
I'm the mayor's cat, don't you know? Born and raised on velvets and viands of most exquisite varieties. Maxine rhymes with queen, after all, and dearest. That is hardly a coincidence.
I see. Please,
But of course, darling. Be my guest.
tell me about Cyseal.
Oh, this quaint little town is a tad too parochial for one of my more urbane tastes. But one has to make do, hasn't one? The fresh sea air does go to great lengths to invigorate one's spirit, that much I'll admit. And it is rather jolly to watch the ships sail in laden with all kinds of exotic wares, full of the little treats the mayor likes to spoil me with. Darling man, he dotes on me so.
Don't you fear the undead?
Heavens forbid! No, fear is rather too strong a term there, hunter dearest. The predator's instinct is a trait we share, you and I. And though those rancid ramblers may not be quite as easy to put to the claw as mice are, I assure you, they are just as easily outwitted.
Well, it was lovely to meet you, Maxine. Cecil, the mayor, is only level 2.
Come close
The couch is level 20, the mayor is level 2.
Aren't what they used to be, nor my eyes for that matter. Yes, hello, Source Hunter. Our city welcomes you.
Oh, please, Mayor Cecil, tell us about yourself.
My elf? What elf?
Oh dear.
Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Cyseal, and husband of the stately Cecilia.
Really?
I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Cyseal through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed.
Very difficult times. Tell me more about these difficult times.
What? Oh, you mean Cyseal? Very difficult
Oh
times
wow,
indeed.
okay. This
As
is
though
going
the
to get
death of
tiresome,
Jake
isn't
and my
it?
source magic no less weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders.
Yes, the orcs.
The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Cyseal.
Sticking its tentacles.
And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic.
Really?
A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon.
You don't say. Well, let's start with Jake's murder.
Jake murdered? Oh yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances.
Well, especially now that he's dead.
Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact,
All right, I
the
wanted to go
Legion
talk
have
to
taken
Jake's wife
custody
Esmeralda.
to keep her safe
That's
from
what
the
I was
mob.
meant to be doing. Instead of just aimlessly wandering around
As you
town.
can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years.
But
That
I look, I
business
found
between
a
her
traveling
and Duke of
companion.
Ferrell was always a bit suggestive. But I've never had
Duke of
cause to
Ferrell.
suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure.
What about the Duke of
An
Ferrell?
all right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Cyseal is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor.
Oh, I see. Mrs. Counselor. Is his name really Jake Counselor? Or do you just not remember his last name? Tell me more about the undead.
What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years, those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Cyseal's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic trickle.
Okay, and this staff of Pergamon you were asking about?
What now? You
Wow,
mean
that's
the
getting...
Staff
I'm
of
getting
Pergamon.
tired of that.
Yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official.
Okay.
Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me.
What's this merchant?
His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant
Okay.
ship still docked at the Cyseal harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved.
I see. And the staff?
The staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate
maybe
to do
that's the
something to
thing
aid
that,
the townsfolk against the undead.
What's her name? Bardit knows how to use. Tell me more about these cults.
Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have
For
discussed with
fuck's
you.
sake.
You see, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when
Really,
Cyseal's
game?
under siege by orcs, undead, and cultists.
He's the mayor, for crying out loud. Yeah, okay, a little bit hard of hearing, sure, but every single topic of conversation? No, too much. Say, do you have any work for 3 sailors?
No, all my clothes are in fine condition, thanks. I've been going to the same tailor for years.
Tell me more about your library.
Depends. What kind of berries are you interested in? The library.
Yes,
Yes.
that
you must have a visit.
library.
It's the gem of Cyseal. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself.
Not just now.
Please yourself. Let me know if you change your mind. You won't regret it.
I want to ask about your cat first.
Maxine? What in heaven's name are you? Oh, you mean the mongrel that's always skulking about the place?
Yes, that one. The one right there.
I spent months trying to teach that worthless hound how to fetch, and it sat through every lesson looking at me as if I were an idiot. Man's best friend, my eye.
Okay.
I've always been more fond of cats myself.
Oh, come on. Really? How is this guy still the mayor if he thinks a cat is a dog?
That depends. Ah.
Yes, please take me
marvelous.
to the library. Wow.
What? Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Cyseal's crown. The beacon of culture and learning in our fair city.
Okay.
My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain.
Alright.
Yes. Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago. Ah, it brings a tear to my eye just seeing her here among her beloved
Wonder if
books.
Victoria is actually human.
What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs now.
Okay,
Please
good
introduce
to know.
yourself. I know Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance.
Okay, bye.
Lesser key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense.
Examine this painting.
The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Arlene. Victoria!
In the name of Amun-Hor,
Not human.
be welcome.
She's an
human.
orc.
My library is yours, as I hope your friendship is mine.
Who are you, madam?
I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. The likeness isn't exactly striking, is it?
Not so much.
When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating past Cyseal toward the sea.
Okay.
Bells.
The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amun-Hor, dear Cecil was among the gathered crowd, and he took pity on the exiled infant that chance had put in his way.
Uh-huh.
He raised me like I was his own, this kindest of souls, taught me the language of men, their customs and their letters. Thus, I became the city's librarian.
Oh, why is
A
Magnum
position I
suddenly
uphold
leading the
with no small
conversation?
diligence and pride.
May we take books from the library?
Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hoard is yours to peruse and even take with you. All I can ask is that you return the books you borrow so that others may enjoy them too.
Thank you. We'll take our leave.
Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And a first edition
Place this
too.
book here.
Most
A
promising.
volume of poetry among novels. Rack. What mayhem.
Well, there's no books there. Ooh, a blank fire scroll. Yes, I believe we'll take that. Thank you.
CaptDaf.
This isn't the grimoire
Brief history
I'm
of
looking
sorcery
for.
still hasn't been
Is there
returned.
no new book
Celeron
to
will
be
have to pay
discovered
yet
in this
another
library?
fine.
Alright, not what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm aiming for. Fun with Fluids, Volume 2. We've already got that book.
The Encyclopedia
Place this book
Daemonium.
here.
I
A
know
volume
it
of
by
poetry
heart.
among novels. Rack. Mayhem.
Ooh, Fun with Fluids.
Striking it rich!
That's it. That's the book we needed for the go to the library cracking up crowds.
Encyclopedia Daemonium.
That's the book we needed, probably. Fun with Fluids, Volume 4.
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among
History of Cyseal.
mayhem.
He Who Smelt It, Volume 1.
Demonology.
Oh,
for
about
dumb
crafting
bells.
swords. Alright, good to know.
I need something more advanced.
Adventurer's
Adventurer's
Field Guide, Volume 5.
Most promising.
CaptDaf.
Oh, an old play. Once an old play.
Celeron will have to pay
Yes.
yet another fine.
Find!
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh.
Adventurer's
Something
Guide, Volume
more advanced.
4. Is that the
Is
one we
there
already
no
have?
new book to be discovered in this library?
Volume 5. Alright, so Volume 4.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where's the third one gone?
Philosophy of Death.
Sometimes I think these books sprout little
Volume
leaves in the
3.
To be discovered in this library.
What else do we have here? Oh, a water life scroll. Nice.
The lesser key of Sadakandras.
Right.
Brief
Is there anything where...
The Encyclopedia Daemonium.
Fellow will have to pay
know
yet
it by
another
heart.
fine.
Oh, this book here. That would be stealing. Crack it open, inhale the musk of its pages, and learn something new. Really? That's a
Demonology
bit
for dumbbells.
weird.
Ugh. I need something more advanced.
Kaj'Dinor.
Pseudomonarchia
Brief
Daemonum.
history of sorcery
And the
still
first
hasn't been
edition too.
returned.
Aww.
Fellow will have to pay
Omnes
yet.
autem mali daemonis quam.
What?
What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen of Cyseal.
My apologies.
Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken. For you hardly resemble the local fisher folk, which, incidentally,
He Who
is a
Smelted Volume 1,
complement
but
of
it's about
copious
smelting,
dimensions
about
indeed.
blacksmithing. I can only assume that it puts one's blacksmithing skill up by one when
Place
reading
this
it.
book here.
No, a source hunter. That is what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery. A chaser of
Sorcery
charms
with a U.
pernicious. In
Nice.
truth, I cannot go so far as to say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, for I take no pleasure in the company of man. But it may just be to our mutual advantage to join forces nonetheless.
Oh, another companion. Why would you want to join
Why?
forces?
Simply because you hunt source, and I, Jehan, hunt demons. You are aware, of course, that quite often both of these pests frequent the same shadowy pools of infamy.
Accurate.
Now, I hate what I hunt, but I respect its cunning. Should I not, I'd have been decimated, body and soul, long since.
Mm-hmm.
This is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. Let there be strength in cunning, yes, but also in numbers. The calculus of wizardry I
Calculus
offer you,
of wizardry.
the might of the magician's mastermind.
Okay.
On one condition, that on our joint travels we will never deal with demonic entities, no matter how tempting their propositions. Give me your word on this, and I'll weave you spells.
Celeron will have to pay yet another fine.
Interesting. So a wizard. We can gain a wizard here. We seem to have come across, I'm assuming with, this is the formation button. It looks like we can have a party of exactly 4. So we can have 2 companions. We came across 2 companions extraordinarily quickly. I assume there are other companions to be found as well. At the moment I have, well, I have 2 archers. A cleric, but a wizard I do not have. I may end up casting Bardator aside. Bed. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I may end up leaving her behind to take a rogue or something like that. Can I save here? I can save here. Alright. I'm going to say, I don't like to make promises I may not be able to keep, and then I'm going to get the other one, whose name I've forgotten, Magnum, to convince her to do otherwise.
I don't like to make promises I may not be able to keep, so I must decline your offer.
I was inclined to agree with Jahan.
I was inclined to agree with Jehan, but it would appear my colleague and I are not of the same mind.
Oh, simple souls. Oh, doomed spirits. What tangled webs you'd weave. But I
No, wait, I've changed my mind.
the Source Hunter. Have you come to your senses?
Yes.
Have you changed your mind? Are you why? Simply because you
Oh,
hunt
really?
now.
We've had
This
this
is a
conversation
sentiment
already.
on one condition.
Yes, yes, very
Very
well.
well. There will be no deals with demons.
Agreed. Nothing good ever.
Most gratifying. I see you are firm of purpose and thereby ready to descend.
That's what I wanted to do the
Descend
whole time,
into
but sure.
the madness that is sorcery, into the depths where demons dance. Gladly shall I follow you into the abyss. Onward, blood and triumph await.
No deals with demons, though.
Esmeralda does have a propensity for all
Okay,
things naughty,
let's
hasn't
see.
she?
Our new member is Jehan. He has a quarterstaff. He has his own armor and braces. He's also level 3. Tenebrium. Incoming Tenebrian damage.
Volume
That's
1, Volume 2.
less cool. Far out man, cool. Oh, scientist.
Shamsu. Sometimes I think
He
these
has a
books
point.
scrap little legs in the night.
Ooh. Oh, damn. And willpower. Okay, cool. Oh, he doesn't even have any points in wands? Okay, that's fine.
Princess Buttercup
Okay.
with the
Alright,
blushing
so he's got 2 points in crafting. Cool.
Esmeralda does have a propensity for
Um,
all things naughty, hasn't she?
Oh, that's right, she's got lore, doesn't she? Does he have points in Tenebrium?
Brief history
No,
of
he doesn't
Cyseal
even know
has
about it.
returned.
Okay.
Teleron will
All right.
have to pay yet another fine.
Okay, so I found a bunch of books, and it looks like... Crack it open, inhale the musk of its pages, and learn something new. An eye-opening explanation of the distillation of the infamous Dundro herb.
Volume 1.
Let me sort by
Volume
time,
2.
so that all the books are
Where's
together.
the third one gone? Shamsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Wonderful Volume 4, Volume 2. So these two, I need these for the
Princess Buttercup
the
with
fair.
blushing bottom. Stentican. Esmeralda does have a
I'm
propensity for all
gonna
things
save here
naughty,
because I'm not
hasn't
sure what
she?
these books do. The perfect shield for specific needs. Okay, so I'm gonna send this to Magnum.
What is this book here? A volume of poetry among novels.
This is sword crafting.
Mayhem.
This is crafting and cooking.
The knight in see-through armor. Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Stentican. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't
Too many
she?
ways you can reduce a tree to varying pieces of wood. Is this about crafting or using an axe?
The knight in see-through armor.
Ah, Jessica already has crafting, but not blacksmithing.
Stentican. Esmeralda does
Alright,
have a
she needs to
propensity
make
for all things naughty, hasn't she?
arrows and stuff. Okay. Alright, so... Let me read this.
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels. Rack. What mayhem.
The Bachelor's Guide to Cooking. Prepare your pie and slide it in the oven. Prepare your pie and heat it over a low fire. Flour and water for dough.
Place this book
You can
here.
turn it into
Volume of
cheese
poetry
bread
among
dough
novels.
or Sicilian pie dough with fish. Or a pizza with pizza sauce. Just smash a tomato. Hey, we have a tomato and a hammer. Ooh.
The knight in see-through armor. Princess Buttercup buttercup with the blushing bottom. Stentiken. Esmeralda does have
The
a
delicious smell may
propensity
attract
for
hungry,
things
savage
naughty,
creatures.
hasn't she?
Death of pie baking feral bachelors.
The knight in see-through armor.
Glue two branches together. Okay, so it just tells you how to combine things. It doesn't give you any bonus to crafting.
All things naughty, hasn't she?
You can make arrow shafts out of any tree branch with a knife. Then create your special arrowheads to really surprise the enemy. We'll leave that for another chapter. You can stick a dagger to the end of a tree branch so you can make a spear, I guess.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night. Place this book here. A volume of poetry.
Okay, so what it's... Oh, new recipe, arrow shaft. Tomato sauce. So we've learnt the recipes by reading the book. Okay, and that was this one? This one, okay. So we can return this book now.
Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
Oh wow, okay. Anything else? Okay, drop. Alright. Fun with Fluids, Volume 2. Have you tried consuming a Gupinia mushroom? Then yeah. Most mushrooms have some effect on the human body and their essence can be squeezed into potions. Combining mushroom-based potions has similar effects. Alright, good. Oh, that's all we got. Okay, fine. And Volume 4. Drudene's qualities are many well documented. Not wise to consume in the thick of battle, although recreational use is widely accepted among liberal circles. Best consumed from within a flask, as the bottling process often brings out its finest features. Poison resistance. So we've got some of those mushrooms, don't we?
A volume of poetry among novels? Rack. What mayhem.
No. I have some mushrooms, but not those ones. Alright, so I can drop that. Let's see. He who smells it.
Volume 1, Volume 2.
Let me F5 again, in case this one does give us a thing. Quality of proper sword has declined in recent decades. Maybe a change of climate or a change in the type of origin of iron reserves. Craft his own supplies from an iron bar and an anvil to ensure the maximum character of the weapon. We learn how to make a superior sword. Somehow. Any old kitchen knife can be carved into a deadly dagger after the right amount of time on my anvil. We have a kitchen knife. We have a fighting knife. Ooh. We can turn that into a dagger. That's pretty cool. Drop. I'm not a lumberjack, but I can get a good strong stick out of any log with my trusty axe. Oh, we knew that already. Oh, wood chips. What on earth would we use wood chips for? When sauce was tainted so many centuries ago, sorcerers who'd once brought great good began to wield a force of evil. Brachio's Rex came to power, instigated a war that could have undone Rivellon if not for the Council of Seven. These wise rulers ordered a new order of elite warriors. The Source Hunters. Unlike other forms of magic, source is particularly difficult to identify. Mages of many years' experience may learn to sense the presence of source, as others smell the sick, sweet scent of poison or hear the barely perceptible scrape of a sword loosened from its hilt. Source may be channeled through certain objects, weapons, gems, or metals. Unpredictable source itself and may inflict terrible harm or magnificent feats of healing upon either wielder or target. It's an order of cunning and cleverness as much as strength and power. Examine and question, lift every barrel and analyze each testimony for the faintest breath of a clue. Nothing is insurmountable. If some knot puzzles you, mark its location upon your map and return to it when you've learnt a better method of untangling it. Thank you, game. No riddle is unknowable, no foe unbeatable, no mystery unsolvable. Did we actually learn anything? A pirate's life. Bits of crumbling pages stick to your fingers as you turn each page. Whoever came up with the idea to go hunting for treasure in Cyseal should be keelhauled. I cared not for diaries before we ended up in this accursed place. As I fear the end is nigh, I feel obliged to warn my fellow pirates, avoid Cyseal. As sunny as its beaches are, as golden as the sun shines, its cobblestone roads, equally corrupt is this hellhole. There are laws for everything in Cyseal, and every law contradicts the other. In the beginning, we tried to work alongside the system for some time, better to ease down the local suspicions, you see. But I fear every trader that sets foot in Cyseal must become a pirate or outlaw, whether they realise it or not. There are taxes on docking a ship. There are taxes on owning a ship. There are taxes on docking without a ship. There are taxes on boarding and unboarding the ship, but one cannot unboard without having boarded in Cyseal first. What does it even mean? There are taxes on entering the tavern if you're not a Cysealian, and there's law against entering the tavern if you ain't a Cysealian. Unaware, you enter, pay the tax, and then get thrown in jail when the locals realise your anchor's set elsewhere. But that's not the worst part. We came here looking for treasure. There is this skull-shaped cave on the beach, and the captain is certain there's a pirate's bounty within. We have sent out a dozen of our best men a fortnight ago, but they're yet to return. The rumour amongst the men is the cave is haunted. Hogwash. The rest of us will investigate tomorrow if our crew has not returned. Then it's goodbye, Cyseal. Well, we don't need that anymore. The History of Cyseal by D.R. Gallant. Anne de Vale.
Place this book here.
Politics, Lucella Forest. As the Old Kingdoms grew, the ports became less central to trading routes. Small and homogeneous population, cultural importance faded as more diverse nations grew. Capitals that featured elvish musicians and dwarvish mead thrived while Cyseal's trade stagnated. Seat of significance, cultural importance, home of the last Source King, the catacombs of Cyseal are famed for their beauty and their supposed preternatural activity. Fertile farmlands are being utilised to full capacity by the incentivised sale of lands to experienced farmers. Oh, good to know. Oh, combine with. Interesting. Alright, so we might hang on to that one.
Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Cirrus and Celia.
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels.
That's a very, very short excerpt. And how to crack up a crowd. During a dwarven funeral, the bearers of the casket accidentally bump into a wall and hear a faint moan. They open the casket and find that the dwarven woman inside is actually alive. The entire funeral party rejoices and a joyful tear springs into her husband's eye. The dwarven lady lives for 10 more years and then dies. There is another funeral for her. At the end of the service, the bearers carry out the casket. As they're walking out, the husband cries, "Watch out for the wall!"
Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Esmeralda
An elf and an orc show up in the Hall of Echoes at the same time. The orc says he froze to death and the elf says he died of a heart attack. How did that happen? Asked the orc. The elf replied, well, I came home and thought I heard my wife in bed with someone else. But when I searched the body, I couldn't find anyone. When I searched the house, I couldn't find anybody. I was so stricken for remorse for wrongly accusing my wife of infidelity, I had a heart attack and died on the spot. Gee, said the orc, if you'd opened the icebox, we'd both be alive right now.
Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Every 10 years, the Elven wood priests in the High Monastery are allowed to break their vow of silence to speak 2 words. 10 years go by and it's one priest's first chance. He thinks for a second before saying, food bad. 10 years later, he says, bed hard. It's the big day a decade later. He gives the head priest a long stare and says, I quit. I'm not surprised, the Elven High Priest says. You've been complaining ever since you got here. But we now have jokes to tell.
Volume 1, Volume 2.
At the fair.
Third one gone. Shatsu. Sometimes I think these
Headless Nick. Tried and true jokes and a play based on the founding of Cyseal. Alright, let's head back to... That's why it's not working. Let's see if we can make our way back to the... Well, there's a barrel I haven't opened yet. This one's not stealing though. And it's empty. Here we are.
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo!
Let's just rotate around a little. Alright.
Enjoying the fair, aren't you? Of course you are. Entertainment is Katarina's #1 export to this gloomy town.
I'm ready for my theatrical debut. When shall I start?
Away, my dear, just as fast as your boots can carry you. You've found something decent to perform, I trust, and you've gathered enough actors to do it justice?
Sure.
To Master Chaucer if you're ready for your debut. He alone
I see.
can adequately prepare you for the stage.
Okay, thank you. This is Chaucer here. Last time we spoke to Chaucer, he didn't care.
This Katarina's given the go-ahead, has she?
Oh, very well.
Oh, very well then. Tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll show you to your places and gather you whatever crowd of drunken yokels can be prevailed upon to watch you flail about on stage.
Awesome. I'm ready to go.
For your trial by fire, you mean? There's no more savage foe than an audience, my dear. But I'm sure you'll do just fine. May the show begin!
I'd like to do a one-man show.
Not planning on playing to an empty audience, are you? Wait until I've gathered some victims to witness the spectacle, and then you can begin. Any last words?
No.
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity.
What?
As a small crowd shuffles toward your stage.
What?
A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
Let's
Now,
go.
Let's not be hasty. They may be dragging their feet, but your show is sure to knock the crowd's socks off. As soon as they settle into their seats.
I need to wait for them to actually settle into their seats. Let's
The
go.
stage is yours.
Supposed to start again?
During a dwarven funeral, the bearers of the casket accidentally bump into a wall and hear a faint moan.
Fantastic!
The crowd breaks into an approving chuckle. Continue. By
They
all
open the
means.
casket and find that the dwarven woman inside is actually alive.
Simply
Eager
marvelous!
to hear more, The crowd leans
The
forward.
dwarven lady lives for 10 more years and then dies.
Is already chuckling. She must have heard this one before. The crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode.
At the end of the service, they carry out the casket.
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
That's it, Source Hunter. You've got this.
As they're walking out, the husband cries out, "Watch out for the wall."
Take them on home. They like you. They really, really like you.
Yay!
Well done.
We read the book. It jumbles up which order they go in. Thank you. Thank you. Now, meanwhile...
That was really something else. I'll never forget it.
Oh, these guys are still over here. Well, there's less people. Okay. So...
Just waiting for his big debut.
Say, can I do another one?
This time. Oh, here we go. Not planning on playing to an empty.
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
Well, it's not everybody. How do I get more people over there? Huh.
No, I hope there's an encore.
Ordered a contest across his realm.
You there! Take a seat. Prepare to laugh your head off. I think you've gotten quite familiar enough by now, thanks. Keep...
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to... What do you call a source hunter who finds a way to draw a crowd away from where he or she would like to...
A resourceful hunter.
A resourceful hunter. Come now, it can't be that hard to find something to draw off the attention of this bleating herd.
Okay, let's try a two-man show. Well, I don't think we should try a two-man show. I'm just not really sure. Oh, sorry.
The stage is yours.
Let's do the Elven Wood Priests.
The crowd breaks into an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means. Eager to hear more, the crowd leans forward with great interest. One lady in the back is already chuckling. She must have heard this one before. The crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode.
No.
Fantastic!
Maybe we need to do the two-man show.
You've got this joyful crowd right where you want them. Now, take them on home.
Bravo!
They like you. They
Maybe we need to do the two-man show.
You there? You look like an actor just
I
waiting
haven't
for
seen
his
a show like that in years.
I haven't seen a show like that in years. I'm all a quiver.
What is it this time? Oh, here we go. Again. Try not to embarrass yourself too terribly, please. Not planning on playing to an empty...
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer.
They're going away and then they're coming back again. So, how do I get all of the crowd there? Are we ready to start?
The stage is yours.
Oh shit.
When did you say this was supposed
I think
to
it's
start
this one.
again? Good show.
Okay, yep, that was the right line.
Seems to know the tale. They wholly approve of your beginning.
I'm pretty sure it's that one.
Simply marvelous.
The crowd
Okay,
is
good.
thrilled. Whatever will happen next is sure to excite them.
This one.
The crowd seem quite impressed with your delivery. Keep it up.
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
The crowd gasps. They're on the edge of their seats.
I'll rip your throat out if you don't flee.
Push them over. Gasps ring out across the audience. They must know how it ends. They simply must.
I hope there's...
The crowd explodes into applause
Hooray!
and appreciation. You've woven them a tale of desperation and hope, and they are alive with the thrill of it.
Okay, so we did the thing.
It's the future of entertainment.
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Cyseal, what you're made of.
But I still can't get all of the crowd away from this. So how do I do that?
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
We already did that.
By the seven. What a tale.
Well, Mr. B, I am out of ideas. I thought it would just be a case of putting on a really good show and then having the
Have some pity.
crowd drawn to me. But it's getting half of the crowd, but not all of it. If I can get half of the crowd here to leave, then I can get the other half away with this stage and keep them performed with the one-man show while the other one grabs the head.
Today, I think, a king, the great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is
Okay.
said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm. Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the...
Yeah.
Fantastic! It's the greatest illusion in Andorel! Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo! Come on, come all, and see the amazing singing Stefan!
No, I can't go in that tent. Alright, so there's nothing in that tent to look at. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do, Mr. B. I mean, I thought that was going to be it, and it's half of it. But I cannot, for the life of me, think what the other half of it might be. And he's no help.
A familiar face. Don't pity me. When
Yes.
Reginald came, it seems even I don't know how.
Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself.
My
that
word!
the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm. Today, I
I mean, without, I don't know, summoning a giant spider, which is something that not every source hunter can do. It needs to be something that any source hunter can do. So, there's a water barrel here, but...
Don't ask me what the tale's about.
Don't ask me what the tale's about.
I see.
Don't ask me what the tale... What's that nutter at the back hollering about?
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right
Ah,
in front
this
of you.
is the
Look,
dude.
Oh, I'm nothing but your average man taking in the best show I've ever seen. Well, I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I just
Here we go.
and he slips me a few gold coins in return. My voice happens to carry pretty far. Cyseal here. Well, drawing a crowd's what I do best, and I'd be glad to do it for your little show. 100 gold up front, and yours will be the hottest ticket in Cyseal.
Ah. 100 gold.
98, 99, 100. Looks like all's in order, Chief. So, ready for a bigger crowd than you can
Holy
shake a stick at? Stand
shit.
back and watch this.
Thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
I'll do the one about the elf and the orc.
What is it this time?
What did you think about my one-man show?
I must say that was, well,
Oh.
impressive. A bit like myself
Thank you.
during my blue period, if I do say so myself. Here, have a little something from the fair coffer. I dare say you've earned it.
What did you think of our two-man show?
Bravo! Bravo! Well, I'm certainly not
Yay!
afraid of
We got
admitting
paid!
Wrong. That was, well, nearly enjoyable. I suppose you earned yourself a little something for your trouble. Wouldn't you agree?
Hey, I'd like to do another performance.
Oh, here we go again.
Hey, you just got
Try
through
not
telling
to
me how good I
embarrass
was.
yourself. Not planning on playing to an empty
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
It is said, as I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, it won't be the worst indignation I've...
Yes. Let's
The stage
begin.
is yours.
It's an elf and an orc.
The crowd breaks into an approving chuckle.
They know.
Continue.
How did that happen?
Violence.
Asked the orc.
Simply marvelous.
Eager to hear more,
The elf
crowd
came home
leans
and
forward
thought he
with
heard his
great
wife cheating on
interest.
him. Couldn't
One
find
lady in the
anyone.
back is already chuckling. She must have heard this. The crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode.
I was so stricken with remorse, I died on the spot.
Good show. Bravo.
That's it, Source Hunter.
If you'd opened the
You've got
icebox,
this
we'd
joyful
both be
crowd
alive right
where you
now.
want them. Now, take them on home. They like you. They really, really like you. Well done, Source Hunter.
Thank you, Shar. Now, was that worth 100 gold? I just don't know. How much gold do I have? 1950 gold. How much,
Really something else. I'll never forget it.
Right, it doesn't say, it says we've earned something for our trouble, but it doesn't say here what we gained, if anything. So we've got To the bottom, please. We got 1950. Let's talk to him again. What did you think of my one-man show?
Let your head swell too much now. I may have quite enjoyed
Ah,
your
fair
last
enough.
performance.
Oh,
but I'm
you
not
only get
one to
paid once.
gush.
Alright. So I have no idea. Oh no, he's vanished. How could this have possibly happened? Yay! I figured it out, Mr. B. Reginald had to end his show. We met Gallagher, the crowd warmer. And Headless Nick. Okay, now where does he want us to take us? Take him to Reginald's cellar. Can't we go somewhere else? Map. Oh, Esmeralda. Oh, we need to speak with her. The cook's house. The crime scene. Legion headquarters. Somewhere else we have to go. Where's Reginald's cellar? Can't we talk somewhere else?
Not here, not now. We'll be better. You know the healer's clinic, don't you? Oh, what's his name? Theliron. Yes, behind Theliron's house of healing.
Thank goodness.
Along the cliffs, you'll find Reginald's sparse little shack. There, I know we won't be overheard. He keeps a spare key right near the place in a pen guarded by a rather lonely little sheep. You can't miss the bugger. Not here, not now. We'll be better off. It won't be the worst.
Alright, thank goodness. Is it on our map now? No. No, it isn't. Okay, where are we? Here's the market. A doctor's skill book. Okay, this is Thelion's house. There's Thelion. Okay.
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
Thelion's House of Healing. Let's speak with Thelion.
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2,
Percentage or 2, or of 2.
Threefold.
If you're doing voice lines, if you're having then read the words that are actually there. If you get the voice lines back and you like them and they don't match the dialogue text, change the dialogue text to match the voice lines. Don't have them mismatch like that. Make sure they match up. Either have them redo the line, or change the line to fit the voice acting. Please, just please.
Oh, a source hunter.
I don't think stabbing everyone was an option. Well, we're not very stabby anyway.
Aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves. But, no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success.
Yes. Huh? Hey, do you have any work for a trio of sailors?
Sorry, but there isn't much work for sailors in a house of medicine. Unless one of them happens to have a secret stash of healing stones.
Yeah, they probably don't. Say, who are you?
Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can
Oh, I
jog
like
your
that.
memory.
I like that.
It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea.
Oh, morning
I who
tea.
discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Secuta Douglasii on the tongue.
That sounds kind of
Not
dangerous.
to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Cyseal of late.
I see. So your apprentice has been doing well?
Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master.
Oh, well, that's rude.
She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
So what does it do?
She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take the briefest look at it.
Oh, maybe it doesn't work.
But she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silverglen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal.
I see.
Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silverglen to learn the truth myself.
Say, what's going on with your apprentice?
She certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions.
Okay.
I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
More about Cyseal in general.
Certainly. What would you like to know?
Jake's murder.
The counsellor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant.
Did you,
From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
What about all of the undead?
I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to
2
solving it.
years.
I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
Well, I guess.
Curious healing stone. Interesting indeed.
Yes.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
Alright. Now, I'm going to save the game right here. Because, well, I've played this game before. Lovely. Empty. Ooh, a clam. I can talk to sheep.
Milk. I give wool. And what do I get in return? One way or another, they always try to fleece me. Especially that Evelyn. She's out to get.
Well, if you're giving us wool, that's what fleecing you means. Alright, let's go talk to the cow.
Moo! Don't disturb Master Theliron now. He's been so busy with his research, the poor dear hasn't had a proper night's sleep in months.
Oh, poor dear. Now, this is something we discovered earlier. This hidden pile. Oh, there's 2 halves to that wood pile. Good to know. Right, it's been... Oh, there's a fucking gate here. I could have just walked straight in. Well, I feel dumb. The level 20 tombstone. We can't read it.
The earth here seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated. Obviously, someone has taken great care to maintain this gravesite. Are you sure you want to disturb it?
Well, no, I'm not, but that's why I saved first. We and our shovels will do as we please. Just because it's hilarious.
We and our shovels will do as we please.
We certainly will not. We'll respect this gravesite by leaving it be.
We most certainly will not. We'll respect this gravesite by leaving it be.
I'll not only dig up this grave, but bury you inside it. Come now, I bet a thrilling mystery awaits us inside.
Come now. I bet a thrilling mystery awaits us inside.
We've no reason to believe there's anything worthwhile buried here, so why bother digging?
To believe there's anything worthwhile buried here, so why bother
They
digging?
have 3 now instead of 2 for some reason. Oh. Oh, interesting. Now it's random. Or is the first one random and after that it's no? Okay. Remember how last time I won every one? I won it every time? Well, okay. I guess we're not digging it up.
You step away from the...
Oh no! See, I didn't want to do that. Alright. F9, wasn't it? Yeah. No, I don't want to be heartless. I want to be compassionate. Alright. I got that. I got that. Let's try this again.
The earth here seems...
No, that would be an insult.
No, that would be an insult to the dead.
And a disgrace.
And a disgrace to who?
You step away.
Okay, so we both gained compassionate. Excellent. +3 critical chance. Yay! What I remember happening was very different. I remember something very different happening, which is why I wanted to do that, because it was going to be funny. And it turned out to not be funny.
Grave responsibilities.
Evelyn.
Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are barging in here?
Well, we're source hunters.
Right this instant. I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way?
You're an apprentice healer.
I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing. But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but 1 healing stone, you see, and 2 dying wounded men who need it.
Oh no. You're gonna make us choose, aren't you?
I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation. But perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
About your healing stone.
Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh.
Okay.
I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound.
I see.
Needless to say, I was astounded, but it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties.
Sure thing, Mr. Bang.
And I guard it cautiously.
How much time does it take? Tell me more about the patients.
What would you like to know?
Tell me about this one, because I don't know what their names are yet.
One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
And the other one?
Quite the venerable staple of Cyseal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before
well, we're gonna
retirement,
save Boris.
no less. Nearly everyone in Cyseal is familiar with grinning Stephen, and as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family.
I'm going to take my leave.
Don't dither long. These men...
I want to speak with them directly.
What a relief to share the burden of this impossible task.
Seriously, I can't talk to them directly? No, it's not the bed.
Boris, Stephen, both good men. How can I choose but one?
Alright, well, let's choose Boris.
What do you think? Would you like to learn more about the patient? You are? I thank...
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. Stephen is expecting his third grandchild? Yeah.
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
Yes. Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed.
Boris it is? Yes.
Pragmatic.
I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to say...
So what does pragmatic not do? Ah, pragmatic is a new thing. Crafting +1. Ah! Crafting versus... Uh-oh. What just happened?
What happened? Is this a dream?
What happened?
That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Okay, well then. Let's have a look around. Oh.
By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivalonians
Four Rivalonians.
Space and time? How very, very, very curious.
We were suddenly and mysteriously transported here.
Your guess is as good as mine, my newfound comrade. Here I stood upon this tiny vestige of space and time, and there you appeared. Quite good timing, by the by, because the ground here has been fast shrinking beneath my feet.
Oh, damn.
Oh, but I suppose I should make a proper introduction. Zigzax the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was and is and hopefully all that is to be.
Sorry, did you say shrinking?
Ah, at last a question I can answer most definitively.
I haven't asked you any questions you haven't been able to answer yet.
This place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a flutter, it should have.
It frustrates me a little bit when computer games automatically assume that you will answer questions starting from the top and working your way down. And Skyrim had the same problem. That some of the dialogue was dependent on you, or had relied on you having already asked previous questions. And sure, it's easiest to do it that way. But sometimes it comes out a little unnaturally, such as this.
Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
Was it because we saved Boris instead of Stephen? I hope not.
Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens and feast
your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching. I love it.
I think that imp may be quite mad.
Yeah, even
Then
so.
we better appease him.
Oh, it's a black hole. And a dragon. I see. Well, that's less fun.
Terrifying, isn't? What's this? The portal. It's. The portal has become active.
Oh, a mug of beer. Oh, a bottle of beer? A bottle of wine? Oh, an empty bottle? Some pillows? A bed? Sorry, what's this
The
now?
portal. It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be?
Could what be?
You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away.
Oh, I'm reversing the shrinking.
Those torches, a light! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence.
Can we talk about the looking
Goodness
lens?
me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I nearly forgot.
See, there we go. That was a good
Has
response.
been haunting my mind since I first discovered it.
Uh-huh.
It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean.
Go
I can't
on.
say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future.
I don't really
by
remember
the
this bit
second.
from 3 years
And
ago.
if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
So what lies beyond this
Though
portal?
I cannot say for certain. If it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagued your noggin might well be answered. For I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than...
Then...
But why spoil
Oh,
the
fuck you.
mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain.
But you could tell me that first.
It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one.
It's a single instance. It's not a pattern. Once is happenstance.
After you, after you. Oh, what
Oh no, I'd really prefer that you went first, but I guess the game is not going to let me do that. If there's anything else in here that I can interact with. Oh boy. I haven't taken any screenshots yet today, Mr. B. I don't really want to do it here though.
Yes, just as I hoped. There she is. There it is.
Homestead Hall. I remember Homestead Hall.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
So of course we're going a different way. There are more portals here that go somewhere else, I suppose. Oh, and a Wayfarer Shrine. A party animal. Which I cannot talk to despite it being an animal and despite me being able to talk to animals. I cannot talk to this one. Wow, there's a... Oh, hang on. No portal here. That's... turning. Aww, butterflies. To the first garden. Well, I guess I can't do that either yet. Okay, fine. More inactive portals. That's a long trek. They are coming up though. They're coming very slowly. Well, this looks very lava-ish. And that looks lightning-ish and coldish. Frosty is the word I'm looking for, I think. step around this. Oh, a chest. The last chest. And it's locked.
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother of history? Author of all that has ever been?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
I see.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
No, somehow
You have
Magnum's
brought
become the lead
guests,
again.
I see. Strange.
I'm not sure
Very
how.
strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
Surely.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
Well, that's just being a dick.
A stone. So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well.
What?
Is that so?
It what? No, wait, what? It infused us with new life. We were... Well, maybe the other guy.
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work.
I see.
Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see.
Well, I mean, it sort of does something.
But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your
Ooh,
guests are
excuse me.
a mystery to me.
I didn't get
I
very
see
good
them
sleep
before
last night,
me in this
unfortunately.
world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone.
Yeah.
Source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked.
Okay.
Why and how, I cannot say. But I do believe that
Find
finding
more
stones
stones.
will reveal to me
Okay.
who you yourselves truly are.
And where does it come from? And where does it go?
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret. A secret lost, even to me.
Okay.
Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay
Ah,
upon
the tapestry is
of time?
behind you. Okay.
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry.
Okay.
Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Is it the void or the dragon?
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm.
Well, that was lucky, wasn't it? We found a world-ending problem and the solution to it within 2 minutes of each other.
If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all. Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see.
What?
Collectors of
No, you
Starstone,
haven't.
more and more by the day. Now I understand.
Oh, the dudes at the start who stole the stone from the tutorial dungeon. Right.
Without these stones, Hunter,
Those guys. Got
the
it.
entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger.
Excuse me.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void.
Okay.
Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready?
There's more than one of us here.
Will you
You know.
hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
I mean, yes. We don't have much of an option here. F5.
Not but a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
I need more evidence.
Say what Zigzags and the Weaver will. I need more evidence before I'll buy into this wild tale.
But he's more into it.
No matter how improbable, anything is possible. If the Weaver tells the truth, we have some serious work ahead of us.
Indeed we do. Yes, I like that outcome.
So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
So she keeps her crafting. And he goes back towards being romantic, which is more lucky.
Come, I got something for you if you're up to the challenge.
Maybe. I don't know. I still want them both to be righteous. He could be more blunt, but... Why are you still saying that? We did that thing.
The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. Not just yet.
Not yet.
No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time.
In no time.
Just who you are.
Because time's being devoured, so there is no time. Never mind.
But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't
Yes,
you?
I suppose I
Who wouldn't
will.
want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield. And who knows what the Weaver might discover.
I've forgotten all about this part.
Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so
Accurate.
I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, you know, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days.
Certainly.
Off you go then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
So how does finding the Starstone help?
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void. I honestly don't know.
Oh wow.
But ask her. If she claims it is so, perhaps she knows why.
Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot.
Where do I start looking?
Just would that I had a Starstone sightseeing guide, but alas, such a book
Oh, g'day,
does
Ashley.
not exist. Just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent from history. Both in
But we
my
did
writing
find one in Cyseal, sort of.
From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore most likely to be found in the ancient places of this world.
Well, that's a bit of a start at least.
Ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. 2 more pieces of advice. Don't go unarmed, and consult with my agent.
Okay. Yes, who are you
I
really?
don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine as long as no one skewers me with a sword.
I see.
Even then, I'll be back in a jiffy.
Oh, well, that's still immortality then.
But of course, I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and an arduous task that is. Not to mention how much stress that void out there is causing me. The end of time. I'll be out of a job.
Well, I mean...
So, gather those star stones so that we may know the
least of our problems, really.
Lost. Know so that we must not repeat what leads us to this dangerous precipice, but do better and close the dark eye of the void forever.
Yeah, let's change the subjects to me
Before
leaving.
You go, Source Hunter, a final word.
Oh, you're actual agent. Okay, sure.
Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
My agent, my eyes and ears upon your world.
Go on.
I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
Indeed. Okay, so you're not going to tell us who your agent is. Use the Rift button, the Rift travel button, to travel to any waypoint shrine we've previously discovered. Alright, let's have a look at this bookcase first. A blank earth scroll. What else? Oh, a light gold cup. A light golden teaspoon.
That is a good question, Zigzags. One without a conclusive answer, though.
This is the tapestry of time here.
In conception, where you chronicle, I both chronicle and create. Where you arrive at conclusions, I spin origins besides.
A tomato! Alright. Oh, there's a green portal here. Okay. Well. Right. Let's go back to Cyseal. Is this the
Source
agent?
Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space.
Oh, I hope he's not, Johan's not complaining that we made a deal. We're working for an imp.
The imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone.
Sure.
And I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer spiders are trying to catch.
That makes sense. Again, it's Magnus and not Droskar. It looks like I can't change who Source Hunter 1 is by just dragging them to the top. That's really frustrating.
Foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow be interconnected. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way.
How did you know that Jake was a Starstone collector?
While you were being lectured by our friend the historian,
Welcome back,
the
Mr. B.
Grande Dame of Time, I snuck into his house and had a look around.
Oh, well, that was
The
something I was
advantage of
planning on
being a
doing.
cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name.
this option here. So yeah, what's going on? Can we trust this dude?
Let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the potential of creation. It is void. It is death. It is nothing. I'll not pretend to have all the answers, or that I understand all that is happening here and out there among the stars, but I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution. If Zigzags worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I lays beside the hearths of home.
So, how do you meet Zigzags?
I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthal Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert, then shared what little food and water he had with him. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now, that includes helping the two of you.
And we found shelter somewhere?
Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay?
Yes, but this is the end of time. It's not really going to help.
In a word, safety. But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, save it all too seldomly.
Very well.
Oh, before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid.
Okay.
A handy toy indeed that Zigzags asked me to give to you.
Thank you.
You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it.
I see.
Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin.
Well, that could be handy.
Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
I've been saying hello to lots of cats. Alright. Yes, okay, thank you. 5. Talk to Johan.
How intolerable it is to think that all the knowledge of the world is being gathered by an imp. A creature that is no more than the result of a demon's bowel movement imbued with the breath of life.
Wow.
And yet I am a tad jealous of that jabbering little jester. To know all. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished.
Ooh. There is no such thing as too much knowledge. We are lucky to have found Zigzags. What is life without a little mystery? But a predictable set of hours slipping by? No.
You are not of the same minds, and therefore one another's weakness. We must.
Johan really doesn't like it when we're not together on things.
For knowledge and power, if we are to overcome the foes that would suck the very souls from our fragile frames. Let us learn, Hunter, whether you like it or not, and through wisdom grow ever more mighty.
It looks like there was no gains from that. Alright, where are we? No. Okay, we are here. We hadn't even discovered that. Town Hall, Cook's House, Crime Scene, Strange Cave, Headquarters, Esmeralda, Thurilan's Cleric. Well, let's go back to the Antle. Oh, a new bucket and a new well. This is Oh, there's the teleporter pyramid. Okay. Cecilia's in a bath. It just happened to be inside this house. Oh, this is the mayor's house. This is the back of the mayor's house. Alright, well, let's use the teleporter pyramid. Use.
My gods! What is going on here?
Persuade this character by charming, intimidating, or reasoning.
Stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will
If
you?
our perception is high enough, we can see in brackets what answer gives the highest bonus. Unfortunately, it's really Joska with the perception. Sorry, milady, I came by way of a magical pyramid. I didn't know where I would end up. Oh, damn. Now, has reason 2, which means when I win rock, paper, scissors, I get 2 dots. She has reason 7. If she wins, she gets 7 dots. She has a lot of charisma. He does not have a lot of charisma. Oh, and we're getting a -1 penalty. Okay, so I said scissors. And she went paper. So if I go scissors again, she'll go rock, so I should go paper. Damn! Okay, so she went scissors, so I should go rock. So I should go scissors. I think it's cheating.
A magical pyramid, eh?
I mean, it's sitting right here on the ground. It's right here on the ground.
Out!
I assume you
No,
address me
please,
for a reason,
no.
so go on. More prey awaits.
No, I addressed you for no reason at all.
When she begins to starve. Don't just stand there. Go!
What's that
Away
gleam?
with you! Hey! Stop that!
How am I meant to leave without...
What are you still doing
Oh,
here?
this door here.
Begone!
Oh, it's the town hall bathroom.
Interesting devices, these pygmies among pyramids. They may be
Aw,
small
Mr.
of
Badmer.
stature, but
That
their
happens
potential is
sometimes.
gigantic. Deceivingly clever. It is a trait all demonic machinations share. Yes, demonic. So very obvious to the trained eye. These apparatuses have been forged among the voids of the outer realms, where the light of stars does not reach. You do well to treat them with the utmost care. Perhaps it would even be for the best if you sling them into the reaches of infinity that surround the shelter plane.
Get rid of them,
Better
he's
safe than
saying.
sorry. It is an uncommonly trite thing to say, but it applies to all things demon-dreamt and devised.
Yes, we should tread with care. And he's going to agree.
So I shall. Always remember, Hunter, always, that when demons are in play,
No, I agree.
you are the hunted.
I don't really trust
That it takes
Zigzag.
stupendous cunning and strength to escape their snares. The very moment you are certain you have them in your grip, that is the moment their traps spring, and it is their grip that shatters your soul.
Or
Dueling with demons is like playing chess against an opponent with queens for pawns. They sit and grin, while your pieces slip in the sweaty fear that drops from your beleaguered brow.
Ooh, stop. 80 gold. And an empty grenade. Oh, and another silver arrow. And some rope. Everyone loves rope. Everyone except that barrel. Oh, alright, what's this place? Oh, it's the inn! It's the King's Crab Inn. Oh, this is where the murder took place. Okay, well, maybe we should look into the murder. But I really want to... I really want to talk to the... I want to talk to the... I want to get into the basement.
Tomatoes.
So we can talk to the...
Soothing a corpse's troubled mind.
Going to talk to Evelyn.
Far.
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone...
Oh, where we just
I have
completely
no idea
vanished.
What to make of it.
Yeah, about your healing stone.
Strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction.
Can we have it? Oh, wow. Okay. There's lots of stuff in here. Is it all stealing? Sure is. Alright, well, let's go next door. It's all stealing here too, but... yeah, we're gonna need that.
Soothing a corpse's
Only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, the inert stone. Yes, we need that. Excellent. Okay. Now we need to wait for her to leave so we can get into the back room. Oh, into sneak mode. See. We're a barrel. No, no, don't you recognize me? I'm just a barrel.
Hardy tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities.
Making everybody in the party sneak at the same time is, wow, tedious. I just prefer to do it when going out the room. Yeah. We got into the back room. What are we doing here? Oh, another key. Where's this other key? Let's examine this chest. Can we open it? We sure can. Oh shit.
I know it's here somewhere.
Yeah, we might.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy
Yes,
could see
yes,
how edgy
yes.
and dangerous you've become.
We can steal paintings and then sell them as well, but
No, I know it's here somewhere. I really want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir.
cloth scraps. I don't think I need cloth scraps. That's fine. I was expecting to... Isn't there meant to be a basement? Somebody's basement needed, Somebody's basement. Here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay. No. Here. Reginald's cellar. It's a shack near Theleron's house, which is this one. Oh, is it one of these two things, maybe? Okay, so maybe we're in the wrong place. Okay. I'm just sort of... And we'll just close that. Hello, we've been here the whole time. Yes, we have.
Ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood.
Alright, well let's try... Okay, there's this one here. That's Evelyn's house. Or there's this door here. Check out... No, sorry, I meant this door here. Let's check out this door here. Open?
Let's see. Key, lockpick, or hammer?
No, the head said he kept the key nearby. He kept a spare key nearby, he said. What did he say? Kept the spare key. Dialogues? Talking head? Okay. In a pen guarded by a rather lonely little sheep. Okay. Okay, so... this one. There's a sheep that's by itself. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Reginald's spare key. Awesome. And that. And... oh, nice. Okay, I can talk to the sheep.
Bah! If you think black sheep are weird, try weird sheep.
I see. I know, it's the best thing ever. I love it. Oh, it is the funniest thing. Can we... Did I hit F12 or did I hit something else? Alright, hang on. I'm trying to get a screenshot. Maybe I should get a screenshot coming down the screen rather than up the screen. Okay. There we go. Okay, we have a key to the house now. Alright. There's an apple. And some orange juice. And I'm pretty sure the trapdoor is... really? Come on, I know it's under this rug. It's under this rug, right? But how do I, Alright, everybody please come out of stealth. There we go. I just needed to move it a little further. We're in the cellar. Okay.
Ah, a little privacy at last. Out of earshot of that contemptible jester.
Hooray!
We can finally speak freely.
Tell us more
Where
about
shall we
yourself.
begin?
Actually, I want Joscar to do the talking.
Ah, a little. My true name is Nick. In life,
Headless
I was an
Nick.
entertainer
Of course it's Headless
of
Nick.
the famed Pontius Pirate.
Pontius
I once
Pirate.
dared to
Oh,
defy
fucking
him, and
hell.
he savagely beheaded me for the attempt.
Pontius Pirate. Really?
Little did I know the abuse was only beginning. A wandering sorcerer, mad as the day is long, found my severed head on the beach and resurrected me. I spent months in his company listening to him blather on about his every inane opinion. When I asked him to return my head to my body, it must be
Black
the Black
Cove,
still,
okay.
he became enraged and tossed my head into the sea. Reginald stumbled upon me some days later and consigned me into his horrid little show. I know not how long I've been entertaining slack-jawed imbeciles at the Cyseal fair. All I know is I just can't take it anymore.
Aww.
More than anything.
Hey, we leveled up.
Chances are so slim with the Black Cove utterly infested with Pontius's undead cronies. My poor lost body is among them, sightless and silent in their vile company. For all I know, they're using it as a coat rack. Traveller, if there were any way you would brave the cove's depths and reunite me with myself, you'd be doing me the only kindness I'd have received in as long as my poor memory serves.
Say, what do you know about Reginald?
That charlatan doesn't have a lick of his own talent, so he begs, borrows and beats it from those of us with a real vision for the stage.
Crikey.
What I wouldn't give to give old Reggie a swift kick in the jugglers. Oh, to have legs again.
Alright.
It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered. Get on with it then.
F5. And then let's talk.
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
It's easy enough to gain new strength when one is carrying an entire team on one's shoulders. Fucking rude. Your example has inspired me to reach heights I never before envisioned.
I suppose your example has inspired me to reach heights I never before envisioned.
There's no experience to be won from pestering with vapid fluttery, or the inspiration hardly flows one way, my friend.
That inspiration hardly flows.
Alright, just idle chatter. Juggling oranges. Okay, what else do we have here? A fake dagger. Oh, Reginald's diary. Juggling maces, fake arrows, fake daggers, juggling oranges and juggling apples. Let's look at this diary then, eh? Oh, yes, by the way, let's send this here, and here, and... Oh, expert marksman. Read this book to learn this skill. Cures weak, blind, mute, and infected. Grants one bodybuilding for 2 turns. Why is this a marksman skill book? Let's read the book. Yeah, we learned a new skill. Okay. I should do some crafting. Oh, we don't get a new ability this level. We got a new ability. Sorry, we don't get a new stat this level. Attribute, I guess. I don't know. We get a new ability and a new talent. What did I say I was gonna do? Maybe I should grab scientist then. If I've already got crafting too. And where do I get Lawmaster from? Ah, from being materialistic. And I've got one base crafting and one from being pragmatic. I think that's, yeah, it's going to cost 2 because I have one base. I would like one in pickpocket, one in lockpicking though, but I wouldn't mind one in leadership. I still haven't put a point into bow either. But because I have a bow and no crossbow right now. I went a whole level without shooting anything. I gained a whole level without shooting anything. We didn't do any combats in this level. Okay, so we want to examine, identify. I guess she can't. He has he has 2 Lawmaster. Use an identifying glass. We don't have an identifying glass. Okay. Well, she can just hold it until we get it, I guess. Where do we get an identifying glass from? A tremor grenade. Wow. Where's my... Yeah. What other arrowheads do we have right now? Is that it? I mean, I can make a tremor bow. Yeah. Then I can combine a tomato and a hammer. Make tomato paste, tomato sauce, and then I can combine bread and tomato sauce to make pizza dough. Yeah! This moist, fragrant dough is primed for a date with an oven. Oh, I do still have my golden teaspoon. Okay, excellent. Now I have 2 of them. Ah, nifty. Okay, good. So these wooden logs that weigh 2.5 pounds each, I can cut them up to make arrow shafts. Or... all things. Where are my tools? Here's a knife. It makes a steak. And then There we go. That's how I make an arrow shaft. I need to refill my bucket of water. Sort of. I like that. It's not just an empty bottle. It's an empty bottle that boasts debatable artistry. Whirls and dimples mar its surface, but it'll do for your purposes. Okay, well, yeah, why is this key not with all of these keys? Don't understand. Oh, I've got a knockdown arrowhead. Why didn't that come up before? Yay, I made a knockdown arrow. What happens if I put that in a grenade instead? Wow. Ba-dum-bum-bum. I could put mushrooms on the pizza. Or meat. Alright, let's get out of the crafting menu. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, we don't need those. Let's, well, hang on. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Everything's covered in sheets. Is it fake skeleton? Alright. And we'll shut the door. We're not jerks. Not putting his rug back though. Oh, maybe we should put his rug back. We'll put his rug back. There we go. Alright, everybody outside. And then I'll shut the door. Can't shut the door on your way out. You need to, yeah, it's fine. Okay. Cool, so. We've updated that. Yeah, okay. Let's, you know what? Let's go investigate the murder scene. Yeah, Evelyn's house. I don't really trust Evelyn either. General store closed indefinitely. That's strange. Ah, crime scene this way. Alright. Just, what is this building and how do I get in there? This way. Gotta go back through the market. Assuming where... Ah, there we go. I'm just telling them where to go and it's, while we're here. Let's fill up our water bottle in case we need it again. There's our bucket. Thank you.
You there! A
A moment of your indulgence, if you please.
Okay.
You are the source hunter, are you not?
We are.
The hero the whole of Cyseal is abuzz about.
Really?
The talk of the town.
Possibly.
Juiciest grape on the grape.
Well, now you're being too
Such
forward.
a pleasure to meet you. A delight.
All yours, I'm sure.
No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it.
Uh-huh.
Fate has put me on this very spot so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed.
And you are?
Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine.
Okay.
But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I save
Stop
lives,
things from
to be
getting
sure,
broken in the first
but
place?
Today, I change them.
And you change them by...
Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us.
Can I stab this guy?
So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure?
I mean, yes. F5. Yes, Joe Scale likes adventure.
Of course I do. How could someone in my profession not?
Well, Magnum is much more pragmatic. Some could not because they're professionals, not adventuring daydreamers.
Some could not because they are professionals, not adventuring daydreamers.
Yeah.
Clearly, two strong personalities stand before me. Two who voiced their opinions.
Did
with
they
vigor
gain stuff
differ.
when they said
What
that?
else
I
could
didn't
expect
notice.
From mighty source hunters.
Go on.
Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier.
We get paid for this?
Now, between
We've
you
got
and me,
2,000 gold since
tell
we
me
arrived in
truthfully,
town.
Don't you sometimes wish you could earn more?
I mean, a little bit. Well, I can't say that I haven't. Materialistic gets her points in something.
Well, I can't say that I haven't.
And I can't say that I have.
And I can't say that I have. I'm content with what I have.
Now, let me try looking at their heads.
Well, don't quarrel about
egotistical and altruistic.
If a matter is divisive,
What happened to materialistic?
mainly because it is alluring.
No, I want them both to be altruistic in that case.
Alluring. Even
Am I going to have to do this whole thing again?
Matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety? Without spice?
I'm not
To be
above
a
doing this
source
again to get
hunter
their traits
must
the
get
way I want them to be.
frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that. And at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your
Now,
own
this
shots?
looks like
Be your
independent
own
versus
boss?
obedient. It's better to lead than to follow, that much is
It's
true.
better to lead than to follow. That much is true.
And Magnum will disagree. He's content with his station.
I disagree. I, for one, am content with my station.
You
Alright,
disagree
obedient
with
and
one
independent.
another.
That's what I
But
want
that
for those
proves you
two.
are firm-willed. That you have the minds of independence, not dependence. Admit, life's too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding. Am I right? Of course I am. And I could help you attain the dream. Enact the change you deserve.
Well...
And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate
Oh,
has put me
the
right by the door
fabulous
to the King Crab,
five.
so that I could meet you and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five. The invitation to join is yours. Grab it.
Alright, I'm going to exit the conversation right here. And... let's see. Bold and cautious. Bold and cautious was the one about adventure. Okay, let's have a look. Bold and cautious is a new thing. Initiative +1, sneaking +1. Okay, I don't mind bold and cautious. That was fine. I'm happy with that. Altruistic, reputation, egotistical, bartering. Ooh. Okay. Bartering rather than reputation. Okay, I don't mind that. Okay, so she's gone back to 0. And Magnum will have doubled down on altruistic. He's cautious, so which makes him better at sneaking, but he has less perception. If anything, that could be the other way around. They could both be bold there. Having better initiative would be better. Somebody has to sneak in and do things though, and if it was, I'd prefer it was her, but she's much more the adventurous type and he isn't. So I guess I can sort of stick with that. And what was the other one they got? Independent and obedient? They should have both doubled down on that. Yeah, they're both 2-0. Okay, I'm okay with that so far. F5. I'm gonna talk to...
I need a moment to reflect.
Magnum ought to be as altruistic with our... It feels quite good to give of oneself to those in need. This is tripling down, and this is doubling down, and this is I'm wondering if I'm doing the right thing, and this is crazy. What am I? Who am I even? So I think that he's fine at this level.
It does feel quite good to give of oneself to those in need.
You've quite trended towards altruism, haven't you?
You've quite trended towards altruism, haven't you?
Which in theory shouldn't affect either of them. And they don't want to talk about her independence or anything else. That's fine. Okay. Let's chat to this dude again.
You return.
Tell me more about the Fabulous Five.
Fabulous Five.
Now that I've gone through all of the minutiae and the game mechanics side of things, I'm okay without that handout.
Our mission, to better the world. Our mantra, to better ourselves as we do so. To realize our dreams and cleanse our souls.
Okay, and...
You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. And you can. Of course, if you still have questions, I shall answer them to the best of my abilities. But if not, how about we get started?
So the Fabulous Five, what do they do?
What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow. Sharp
This
as a
dude wants money, doesn't he?
Most meritorious. Now then, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first contract.
I think they've spelt waiver wrong
and once
there.
the job is done, I shall see to it you get your fair share of the reward.
I'm not sure it has multiple acceptable spellings. I've seen it spelled W-A-I-V-E-R. But let's continue.
Of course, should you spread the word,
it's a pyramid scheme. Fuck you.
Of the Fabulous Five, and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, you will get a share of the reward from their contracts too. Isn't that wonderful? By now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another, cheer one another, see each other through thick and thin. partake in glory and defeat. Work hard, fulfill contracts, enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. You will better yourself. You will better Rivellon. You will make the stars shine all the brighter, and you'll get fabulously wealthy in the process. What's not to like?
Yeah, this is absolutely a pyramid scheme. Let's see how much it costs.
Of course, of course, of course. All you need to do is sign this.
See, now it's spelt with an I.
Just like that, snap. You're part of the
Come
family.
on, game.
All I need is your lovely little autograph. What do you say?
Well, I think I'm really skeptical of it. Let's join a guild and better the world and earn a lot of gold. Yes.
Join a guild. Better the world. Earn a lot of gold. Yes, count me in.
You'd fall for this foolish scheme, gods. You're gullible. F5.
You'd fall for this foolish scheme. Gods, you're gullible.
I've always wanted to join a real guild. Indulge me, okay?
I've always wanted to join a real guild. Indulge me, okay?
I'm not going to join some freak show, and neither are you. Oh, are you telling me this is not the most double-faced guy you've ever met?
Are you telling me this is not the most
they're
double-faced
both at
guy you
3.
ever met?
I really want her to win, but I'm not really sure how it works. Okay, so if I picked paper and he picked rock. So if I go paper again, then he goes scissors, and then so I pick rock to beat scissors. Fuck! It's a step ahead of me. Alright, so I went rock, so he went scissors, so I need to go... No, I went rock and he went paper. So I need to go scissors to beat paper. So scissors to beat paper. So he'll go rock to beat scissors, so I should go paper to beat rock. Yeah! Okay. So I went paper, so he'll go scissors. So I need to go rock to beat scissors. So I should go paper again. Okay. So this time I think this time he'll... If I press space, it just sort of randomizes it. If I go paper again... Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, so he went scissors, so I should go rock to beat scissors. So... No, it thinks ahead. But it thinks ahead fairly predictably. But I haven't finished predicting it yet. So I should go rock to beat scissors. So he'll choose paper to beat rock, so I should choose scissors to beat paper. So he's rock, so I should paper to beat rock. So he'll use scissors to beat paper, so I should choose rock. Ah, okay. Now I'm not sure if it's cheating or not.
Very well. Have it your way.
Oh, how frightfully disappointing. How illogical.
I wanted to join. I'm disappointed. Oh, and that was... Wait, hang on. Was that bold and cautious again? Alright, well at least they've doubled down on bold and cautious. So Joescar has more initiative. And Magnum is now... Magnum somehow is the sneaky one. Alright, here we are at the inn. Let's talk to this cat. We can talk to cats.
Never saw you in the king crab before.
Yeah, I might cheat, Mr. B, but I don't know. Who are you?
I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in. Been the king crab's foremost patron ever since.
Tell me about the ship that you were on.
A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right neath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else could say.
The only survivor?
So I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm. But I do long for a companion of my own kind, and in that regard, there is no one like Maxine.
Maxine, yes, we have met.
Maxine, the mayor's darling pet. So gentle, so fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat.
Palette?
She's
palette?
one of a kind.
Who the fuck ever pronounces this word palette?
She likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I have serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But for some reason, she is not to be swayed.
Well, I have some other questions
By all
for
means.
you. Tell me about the
People
undead.
make a fuss about them because they endanger the lands around the city. They never bother me when I'm out for my monthly walk, though. But still, I do test them. I mean, they're so unnatural, aren't they?
That they are.
Cats can have 9 lives, but humans are only entitled to 1.
I see. And the orcs?
Oh, don't mention orcs to me. Worse than dogs, that lot. Sank Walrus Willie's boat right from under him. Best anchovy fisher in the world he was.
Anchovy?
A loss to us all.
Okay. I'll take my leave then. Kitty love instead of puppy love.
Well, suffice to say it, I've got my
Sure that we already looked at that, but okay.
I am a duke, you potato-eating peasant.
Anna and Alistair. A waitress. Sure there is. Is it? Francis. Hello, Francis.
Greetings, traveller. And may the Immaculate Conduit's myriad blessings comfort and cradle you. Tell me, have you yet heard the revelation?
What revelation?
You mean you haven't heard? Oh, what fortune that I may share the goddess's salvation with one who has as yet been lost.
Oh no.
Steel yourself, friend, for your mortal spirit could be forever transformed from this moment forth.
Not again.
The conduit, our link to the goddess herself, has given us a special gift. And the gift is thus: by following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way, we can each of us live on for a span greater than the number of stars that twinkle within the goddess's right eye.
Yeah, boy.
Go on the path to the righteous, my friend. Forget not that the conduit has great plans for you.
Yeah, boy. A short history of the seven gods. It's stealing, though.
But I thought they'd been banished after the death of the Source King.
Ancient evils are like corpses among necromancers.
Ah, good.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this.
Ah,
door
right.
for
I need
anyone
to go
who
talk to
hasn't
Captain
received Captain
first.
Aureus' explicit approval.
As you wish. Alright.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things? So you're just hanging around again, are you?
Let's go talk with Captain Whatsit. It's over here. I'd forgotten about that. Town Hall. Maybe there's no this one. Oh, right, yeah, we were here earlier. No, not here. Damn it. Here? That's Esmeralda. That should be... I don't know. Here.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Ah, this is where we picked up, what's her name? Yeah, okay, cool. We were so close, I just missed it. Legion headquarters, here we are. We could steal some brooms. Let's go talk to the captain first. Oh, what's downstairs? Oh, the prison.
Quiet! No talking to these scoundrels, criminal scum.
Right, okay. Oh. I really want to read this book. But I... What the hell was that?
Do you hear that clink? I think someone's got keys in their pocket.
F5.
You there! Cut it out!
F9. I am not above it. Which is the pickpocket trait? Oh, Renegade. Oh, he's got pickpocketing +1. Well, this is weird. He's the spiritual one, but he's also a renegade, but he's also compassionate, but he's also sneaking and pickpocketing, but compassionate and very complex. Alright, well, we're not picking these guys. Pickpocketing these guys. Not yet, anyway. Let's go talk to Captain What's-It. Hello, we're source hunters. We're here to do your job
What
for you.
have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well,
Right.
look, do what you must in Cyseal, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. You hear?
Who are
I'm
you?
Captain Aureus, if you must know.
Well, I don't
leader
need
of
to
the
know, I
Legion
guess,
in
but...
Cyseal. By which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead. For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into drivelling hordes of their own misshapen number.
And about Councillor Jake's murder.
If you
Oh,
must.
wrong button. So, undead, big problem?
Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of Ahu's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay.
I see.
Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all.
Well, have you actually tried breaking their backs? Have you tried that? Tell me about the orcs.
I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though. Not against the Legion.
And there's some kind of weird sect.
Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.
Oh, how are you enjoying Cyseal?
How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter?
Little bit.
Are you? Cyseal stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day, the wind disperses the stench of decomposing corpses. I can't remember the last time I had a proper piece of steak, and by now, I retch at the mere sight of sardines. So in conclusion, I am not enjoying Cyseal.
Jake's murder.
Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother, but he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined.
I think you're in command of the Legion, but not the town, buddy.
Discover something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you!
And Esmeralda?
Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do
That's
source
the
hunters
first
rely
thing
on
he's said in this
alone?
conversation that I've agreed
That
with.
certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past. What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it
I didn't
with
say
perfect
anything.
objectivity.
Ooh,
Legion
there's a
relies
key
on
on top of
reason,
this
see,
chest.
Not idle superstition.
Very well. Alright.
Oh, what now?
Oh, no, nothing. I just wanted to distract you. I'm so glad that works. Alright, so we have a key for some reason and a book. What does this book do? Let's find out. Alright, I never read that and then put it back in the library. Some smiths have the faintest idea how to mould a fine metal shield. After I buy one, my first order of business is to find the nearest anvil and hammer the kinks out of it. The shield, I mean, not the anvil. Crafting for archers. Let's send it to Joskar. We can send that back to Joskar as well. An elf once showed me how to fashion my own bows. She was using a tree branch and a couple of sinews she'd found, and that was that. She even crafted her own crossbows, but I never did get the hang of working with iron. But I have found her method of restringing broken bows quite useful, and I always keep a few spare sinews in my pack just in case. Wow, this is me complaining about voice acting, and then not being able to say the word "few" 3 times in a row. Sorry, I wasn't complaining about the voice acting. I was complaining about it not matching up.
How
Ahu!
can I help you, my friend?
I found the second teleporter pyramid in Lady Cecilia's bathroom.
What? I'd never. If you must know, I was merely checking up on Maxine, the mayor's cat.
I
What
see.
a delight she is. The temperament of a tiger,
Oh.
the grace of a leopard, and the manners of a lady all rolled into one. A perfect puss, if ever there was one. By all means.
Yes, tell me about the strangers that seem to be working with
I
you.
can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry.
Teaming up with a terrier. I love it.
Of course. I hope your investigation fares well.
Who are the suspects?
I myself have none. Even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and convicted Jake's wife Esmeralda.
Yeah.
Now it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would be so very easily resolved, I
wouldn't have sought for source hunters.
I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal, I'm afraid. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours.
Okay.
I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons.
Interesting.
It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there, dead. How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile. Source, no doubt.
Alright. Thank you for your time. Log updated. 9-inch nails. Yeah, what is it though? That's a cooking pot. This is just... Oh, hey, look, it's one of those phones. Alright, well, let's go back downstairs. We could steal things from Ahu, but we don't really need to. And that's pretty much all we have time for today. I'm gonna redo the, Alright, and I'm going to save things here.
That was sloppier than Cysealian stew. Again!
6 hours and 40 minutes. Hurrah! Thank you everybody for joining me today. Don't quit the game yet, Dave, or else it will fill the stream. I'm going to kick things over to the Crosshair, who should be starting relatively now-ish. I will be back tomorrow with something different, although it might be more of this, because it is new and not 300 hours of Skyrim. If you've been watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can follow me at CaptDaf on Twitch and Twitter to get notifications of when my streams go live. The next one will be tomorrow at this time tomorrow, and it might very well be more Dafinity Original Sin, because it's, as I've explained, new and fresh, or it might be something different. I'm not sure yet, but it's probably going to be more of this. I will kick things over to the Crosshair now. /raid. There's no underscore in the Crosshair, is there? Until I see you again next time, drive fast and take chances. Bye.